Well, friends, this is about the best I can do as far as providing a time machine. Adairsville is a little bit of a unique place. Old 41 is still basically intact through the city and for a couple of miles on both sides of it. A lot of times when they do the road widening and everything, they completely destroy the old town and roads, but we're going to go south on Old 41. Now, we did this the other day, going south through Adairsville, then south on 41 to what I might consider New 41, but we're not going to go that far this time. I'm going to turn around and come back. And got a bumper car trying to push us out of the parking lot. Okay, this will be going right through town on Old 41. Well, I say that, maybe down one street is Old 41, this would be the back next to it. Maybe 41 across the railroad here, I'm not sure. Old 41 went out to the left there. We're just going to go down through here to this gin and turn around. Log Town, it says. You can tell these buildings have been here a while. They've been renovated, some new windows. Adairsville Gin. Wonder how long it's been since that Comet was running. Comet Caliente, look at there. Looks like it says V8, I'm not sure. 260, 289 V8. Hardtop. That might be a nice one to restore. I never was a Comet Caliente fan much, but all those old cars now are nice to see. There's a good picture of the gin. I don't know what this little building was across the street, but it's quite interesting. So we'll be coming up where Old 41, we'll be coming, this would be it right here. Now you would think Old 41 would go down through the face of the town. So I'm not real sure. Somebody will have to help me out. Audience, some more audience participation, please. But I think that's got to be Old 41. Maybe the city just faced off of 41. Doesn't make much sense, but I don't have another answer. A lot of renovations been done. It's Old Depot right here. police station, police department. History Museum. I already have 2 videos of Adairsville, so City Hall over there. Now we're going to go up here and turn left. It looks like a restaurant over there open. I'm not sure what that is. It says open, whatever it is. Antique Mall. Looks like that may have been an old inn there on the left. Motel. Historic Old Route, Peacock Alley. Back before they widened 41 and took it to the east, this is 41. This was your main road, one of your main roads to Florida through Atlanta. Back probably in the 40s and 50s. I think most of the bridges I've seen on 41 for the widening were somewhere around 49, 50, 53, 54, somewhere through there. You know, you can gain a pretty good bit of information about an area, how it developed, just by checking the date stamps on the bridges. A lot of times that'll tell you when the road was paved, when it went from dirt to paved, and they put a bridge there and put a date stamp on it. Instead of the old wooden bridge, they put a concrete bridge. Again, this would be Old 41. It's a nice hawk there. He's still there. If he's still there when I come back by again, I may stop and try to get a picture of him. May run him off. I'd hate to do that. I'd like for him to find some dinner, catch him a little mouse. But this is that church and cemetery. There's some graves here in the early 1800s. Some people born in the 1700s. So this is where I got the kudzu and the poison sumac, if that indeed what that I think it is poison sumac. I don't know how you pronounce that. But again, this is Old 41. Now these bridges up here are so old they do not have a date stamp on them. I've already looked for the date stamp. Just by figuring, I'm guessing early 1900s, 1910s, or 19 the 13s, the teens. But see, this was 41. 2-lane. And from what best I can determine, they started putting date stamps on these bridges around late 20s, early 30s. I have found date stamps in Atlanta coming down Piedmont, I think down to 35, 36, coming out from Atlanta, from downtown. And each bridge is 1 year later. And all of the development over there to the left, to our right, I will try to catch that when we come back down. Pumpkin Patch Farm over to the left. Getting in my vehicles is almost a time machine in itself. This one's a 97, a 95, and the 2000 van. But I think this is pretty interesting. Old 41 and new 41 side by side. Again, I have looked on both sides of these bridges. I cannot find anything that I recognize that could identify it as when it was constructed. Some of my civil engineer friends, engineers, can y'all tell from the type of construction, the years that type of construction was used? Okay, it's a history marker. Original site, Adairsville, 1830. May 1864, Johnson's forces retreated from Resaca and paused here on an east-west line. The intersection being to make a stand against the Federals in close pursuit. Finding the position untenable due to width of Osalaka or whatever valley, Johnson withdrew at midnight. Hardee's corps was astride the road at this point. In rear guard action, detachments from Hardee's corps held the stone resistance of Robert C. Saxon, 0.2 miles north of the county line until midnight. All up through here, through Chattanooga and all up through here is just full of Civil War history, the beginning of the Battle of Atlanta. And see, we've just come across into Gordon County from, I guess it either Floyd or Bartow, I'm not sure which, but anyway, we will turn around here. This will be the end of the old 41. Now this will be good. Let's catch this development before anything else is done. See what it's going to be like after it's done. These roads have been cut a while, but like I say, we went through the recession and everything just dried up. Old silt fence up there to the left. This is my kind of drive. There's a little rare bit, little bitty rare bit. Hey there, little buddy. Get on back here in the bushes before that hawk finds you. And this continues on. Y'all see how easily I get distracted? It just doesn't take much, does it? I tell you, the way this area is growing with all these logistics warehouses and everything, I don't think it'll be long before this is developed. Poke salad there to the left. Unofficial dumping ground up here in the cul-de-sac. Illegal dumping ground. Looks like some oil. I tell you what, hydraulic fluid. Okay, we're going to go out to the new 41 and I'm going to turn right and we're going to go down to the church and do that cemetery, but I'm going to hold my phone up. I'm going to mount my phone on the window so it won't be handheld, and let y'all see some of the development over there on the other side of 41. Okay, I'm going to turn the front camera off and mount the phone side camera and continue our journey. Okay, we are looking across New 41 north to Calhoun. Look at all that new development. Logistics, warehouses. All up and down 41 over 53. Now we've entered Bartow County. Okay, it's Bartow. Wasn't Floyd. Looking back east towards I-75. We are west of 75. We'll go down through here. Well, we don't really need to. Y'all can see all that out there. Peoples, too many peoples. Okay, we're cutting back to Old 41. Coming back across that first bridge, coming up to that church, I'm going to turn this camera off and turn the front facing camera back on. there's that, what I think is poison sumac. I think what I'm going to do one day this week, maybe if I have time, is come back and do a complete drive instead of section drives of Old 41 through Adairsville. Make one complete drive of it. Turner and Friends. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Large plot. There's some early 1800 graves here. This is a nice old cemetery. Now there's that, what I think is poison sumac. I think what I'm going to do one day this week, maybe if I have time, is come back and do a complete drive instead of section drives of Old 41 through Adairsville. Make one complete drive of it. Turner and Friends. Now that's interesting, isn't it? Large plot. I'll have to cut a bunch of that out. I'll let those bumper cars get by. Well, the hawk's gone. Hopefully you got him something to eat. He, she. Okay, I'm going to turn this video off too. That'll end all of them.